Are you still eating Papa John's pizza? Have you forgotten about this Super Bowl spot which they eagerly coordinated with Saturday Night Live to make?
At Papa John's, we know you want real ingredients. No additives, no preservatives, and no child sex trafficking in the basement. Sorry, Democrats. You'll have to get your child sex pizza over at Hillary's Pizzeria. Papa John's. It's A-OK. Stop by with your coupon today.
Incidentally, this was at the same Super Bowl where children were featured in cages during the halftime show, while naked, middle-aged women thrusted and undulated before them. Maybe you don't believe that Pizzagate is real. Well, this is the status of the people who told you it wasn't real.
East Otis was arraigned in Southern Berkshire Court on charges of child pornography. Slade Somer was charged with 2 counts of possession and 2 counts of dimensions of child pornography. An investigation started on Somer in June following a cyber tip. Police conducted a search warrant in October, resulting in the seizure of his phones and multiple electronic devices. Police say thousands of explicit images and videos were found of children as young as 3 years old.
Pizzagate is the provable scenario in which FBI seized emails sent between Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, Uma Aberdeen, and others clearly discuss the casual mass purchasing, sex trafficking, and disposal of kidnapped American children for the twisted pleasure of the elites. Furthermore, Pizzagate offers proof of a global adrenochrome industry and includes a video of Hillary Clinton and Uma Aberdeen torturing a small child to death as part of a shared sexual fetish.
This photograph has also been sent from an informant within the New York Police Department. It is a photograph of the aftermath of what happened to this young girl after allegedly being tortured, raped, and cannibalized by Hillary Clinton and Uma Aberdeen.
Since the mainstream propaganda machine can no longer deny or conceal Pizzagate, it was recently discussed on the Joe Rogan Experience with guest Ian Carroll.
Interestingly, he does also get into Hillary Clinton's emails, the Podesta emails. Here's a small section.
Do you think stuff like Pizzagate, like when they had that guy come in and fire off that shot, I felt like that was a great way to put a halt to all the looking into the Podesta emails.
What that was.
Because then all of a sudden it's a kook thing. Now it's a crazy person and a dangerous person because he's got a gun. You're causing dangerous people to take their guns.
Just like with the vaccines, it's like they always have to make it dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's dangerous to say that this might have side effects, right?
I have a feeling YouTube might take this down.
Right. Those emails are bananas.
They're not explained.
I mean, they spent almost $100,000 on hot dogs. What? What were they really buying?
They're talking about young kids who are going to be coming to a party to have fun. They're talking
They'll
about
be in the
pizza
pool,
and
they will
hot
be
dogs.
there for sure. $65,000 worth of hot dogs flown from Chicago for a White House party.
The whole thing is like very weird.
Did you ever see the archived Instagram posts from James Alefantis' Instagram?
No.
Because that's a dark place.
Here's a kid holding a bunch of money. A child that takes after you. Okay. That's quite of an expressive face. That's his money. I don't know what's going on with this.
Why are they talking about kill rooms, murder, and rinsing it off when you're done?
On his broadcast Adventures in a Cosmic Suit, Mark Atwood revealed that every day in the U.S., 22,000 children go missing. I had no reason to doubt him, and was not at all surprised later to hear runner-up for Romanian leadership confirm this number, explaining that these children were used in pedophilia blackmail operations, which included rape, murder, and adrenochrome extraction, and adrenochrome addiction capture.
The problem is that the UN agenda is the same with Davos agenda. For this reason, the world oligarchic system, they have the power on Europe because they control all the people like Bundeskanzler or president or prime minister or whatever there are. So for this reason, sorry to interrupt you, the situation with Donald Trump was a big shock.
They didn't expect that to happen. That was an accident, I suppose.
Absolutely an accident.
Not part of their game plan.
Was the first time of the oligarchy system was what happened an accident. Mm-hmm. Because normally it have to be Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Not Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We have to have the courage now, all of us, to say no. In a sense that UN could be a fantastic, can have a fantastic role, but is not, because it's totally under control of the oligarchs. Mm-hmm. The problem is that these oligarchs, all of them, are related with the system of the pedophilia one.
Whoa.
Because we know that there are more than 8 million children per year which they disappear. 8 million does mean the entire population of Austria. Mm-hmm. They disappear without any information, simply like that. And this is the transhumanism.
This is what Pizzagate is more broadly about, and it is simply the tip of the iceberg. Yet there is a great mystery in all of this evil. I believe it is simply not possible that there are this many unconspicuous pedophiles active in our population, in numbers sufficient to consume 8 million children per year, purely through rape and murder urges. And even taking into account the adrenochrome harvesting, if there were this many adrenochrome junkies and child rapists hidden in our population, it would require synchronized, networked omerta on a level of global sophistication, which I do not believe human beings to be capable of, at least not without the assistance of a total inhuman governance. More on that in my upcoming video, The Farm.
Bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track with a lot of this stuff, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think...
Mel Gibson knew something that he wasn't supposed to know. Something about Hollywood. Something about power, identity, and the hidden forces that shape reality itself. And when he tried to speak out, they erased him. One of the biggest names in Hollywood vanished overnight. Why? Because he broke the rules. But now, the truth is coming out. And once you understand what Gibson discovered, you'll never see your own reality the same way again. Before The Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson was untouchable. He was one of Hollywood's biggest stars, an A-lister with unlimited power. But after that movie, it was like he didn't exist. Suddenly, Hollywood turned against him. His career collapsed overnight. He was branded insane, controversial, and a danger to the industry. Scandal after scandal, as if it was designed to happen. But why? Because The Passion of the Christ wasn't just a film. It was a supernatural event. Something happened during the making of that movie that Hollywood wasn't ready for. Mel Gibson knew it was coming. That's why, before filming even started, he pulled Jim Caviezel aside and gave him a chilling warning. If you take this role, you'll never work in this town again.
If you think that sounds crazy, wait till you hear Mel Gibson. The world-famous megastar, both as actor and producer, was blacklisted by Hollywood for stating that Hollywood is a den of parasites who feast on the blood of kids. He took it a whole lot further. Read for yourself. True? Eating babies? Drinking their blood?
Because they're pulling kids out of the darkest recesses of hell right now, and dumbs and all kinds of the adrenochroming of children. Sorry.
You said a word a minute ago, and I want to clarify what that word was. You said a word, and I want to make sure that you said adrenochrome.
Yeah.
And a lot of people here, there's about 4,500 people here. There's about 500,000 people streaming online. We're having some cyber attacks. That feed's been going on and off. But you said that word, and by a show of hands, who's heard that word before in this building? Could you please explain, to the extent that you want to or not want to, what that is? Because some people have never heard that before, and we need to discuss that.
Essentially, you have adrenaline in your body. I'll just simplify it. And when you are scared, produce adrenaline. If you're an athlete, you get in the fourth quarter, you have adrenaline that comes out of you. If a child knows he's going to die, his body will secrete this adrenaline, and they have a lot of terms that they use that he takes me through. But it's the worst horror I've ever seen, is screaming alone, even if I never, ever saw it. It's beyond, and these people that do it, there'll be no mercy for them.
Remember Mel Gibson's statements? He was ousted for not wanting to participate. He witnessed it though, and he is one of the very few who dares to speak about it. Personally, I think it's a miracle that he's still alive. Adrenochrome is real. It is the ultimate drug. This is what you look like when you take it, and this is when you no longer have access to it. thanks to President Trump. There was not as much time between these photos as you may think. In 2015, a video emerged, shot by a Swedish tourist at Buckingham Palace. It shows a naked boy climbing out of a window of the palace using a bed sheet. The boy cannot hold on and falls to the ground. The mainstream media tried their utmost best to debunk the video. Buckingham Palace declined to comment on the video, and the Metropolitan Police said they had no reports of the incident. I mean, look at CPS, the Child Protective Services, exposed in 2007 for legally kidnapping and selling children for adoption out of foster care. The lady who exposed them, Congresswoman Nancy Schaefer, was murdered in 2010. PIZZAGATE. Debunked by the mainstream media like nothing else. The more I study PIZZAGATE, the more I realize this was quite likely conspiracy fact, not theory.
So this is where the official PIZZAGATE narrative begins, with this band called Sex Stains.
They played at Comet Ping Pong, a restaurant in Washington, D.C. Best known for its pizzas, ping pong tables in the basement, high-profile clients such as Hillary Clinton and the Obamas, and a conspiracy theory called PIZZAGATE. More about which in a bit. Meet the owner of Comet Ping Pong, James Achilles Alefantis. When Alefantis started his restaurant in 2006, he didn't have much, according to himself. Yet in 2012, only 6 years later, he was named as one of the 50 most powerful people in Washington, D.C. That fascinates me. You don't become that powerful by running a pizza place. So, who exactly is James Alefantis? He portrays Comet Ping Pong as a family-friendly restaurant, yet his tweets and those posted on his Twitter account are controversial, to say the least. It's clear that Alefantis loves art. Comet Ping Pong often displays the work of artists with a very specific taste. This is the work of Arrington de Dioniso. Not a big Trump fan, huh? Why is this on the walls of a child-friendly pizza place? Alefantis loves a good party. Now here's a picture he wishes he never posted. Meet his party friend, Miss Summercamp. James Alefantis is definitely a lead we must follow. What else do we know about him? He is best friends with the political top of the US. He is closely connected to the Podesta brothers, John and Tony Podesta. Tony Podesta is a political lobbyist and art supporter. He and his ex-wife Heather collect the work of, for instance, the Dutch artist Margie Geerlings. Fascinating, to say the least. They are also great admirers and buyers of the work of Patricia Piccinini. Tony Podesta's mansion. This piece is called Arch of Hysteria. It greatly resembles the work of Jeffrey Dahmer, a serial killer who liked to dismember his victims and leave them in a somewhat awkward position. And then, Kim Noble, a survivor of severe trauma in early childhood, which left her with 13 alter personas. Her artwork shows the horrific things she experienced as a young child, like torture and rape. Her work was exhibited in Comet Ping Pong, our child-friendly pizza place. A Serbian performance artist who likes to display the limits of the body and the possibilities of the mind. She pioneered a new notion of identity by focusing on confronting pain, blood, and physical limits of the body. Let's have a look at her work. In 1996, Abramovich introduced spirit cooking, a cookbook with essential aphrodisiac recipes, some of which call for the mixture of fresh breast milk and sperm milk. When WikiLeaks posted this, it definitely had my attention. Spirit cooking later took on the form of dinner party entertainment for her donors and friends. The link to cannibalism is obvious. Abramovich furthermore made her appearance in the leaked Podesta emails. Why am I not surprised? I discovered this photo of Abramovich and John of God. Exactly, the very same Brazilian healer who was recently arrested and charged with multiple accounts of abduction, abuse, rape, child trafficking, and murder. The very same personal healer of Bill Clinton. Is this really the sign of the devil? Oh yes. Meet Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan, giving the exact same sign. The same Church of Satan Chelsea Clinton is so fond of. The upside-down pentagram containing the horned one, plus the upside-down cross, is all there. So, we have Satan, we have blood, we have body parts, definition of PIZZAGATE. Worldwide, children are stolen and sold to elite pedophile rings. They are tortured, raped and murdered as part of satanic ritual ceremony. The blood of children who were severely traumatized before they died contains adrenochrome, a natural drug produced by the pineal gland in the brain. Adrenochrome is the highest valued drug in the world. The God these people serve is Satan. It's not a God of love and mercy. Whether or not you believe in the existence of Satan is not relevant. They do. And according to each and every eyewitness who has the guts to step forward, PIZZAGATE is real. What kind of a pizza place exhibits naked, abused, tortured, raped, and even dead children on its walls? What kind of man becomes one of the most powerful people in Washington, D.C., serving pizza? How come the political top of the U.S., the Podestas, the Clintons, and even Obama, president of the U.S. at that time, how come they all want to spend time with a sick perv like Elephantas? I think I know. For a while I thought the name Elephantas was fake. This man was way too powerful to come from an ordinary family. Could Elephantas be a French bastardization of J'aime les enfants? I love children? But then, some anons pointed out he could well be a Rothschild.
Through investigation, Janet Osbard was able to confirm that the owner of the notorious Comet Pizza Parlor is in fact a Rothschild.
James Achilles Elephantas is a real, genuine, full-on Rothschild. FBI released a bulletin with symbols used by pedophiles to identify their sexual preferences and to communicate where to find both each other and their prey. The blue triangles identified boy lovers, the pink hearts are for girl lovers, and the butterflies for child lovers in general. These pedophile logos will indeed be their downfall. They are in plain sight, for they never thought people would wake up and see. And just like we saw with Amber Alert, it's the organizations that claim to protect children that actually use pedophile logos. For instance, the International Adoption Clinic. New Star Kafala, a Muslim adoption and child advocacy agency. This is the logo for their HOPE program, helping orphans progress emotionally. Then there's the Pacific Crest Trade Association. It changed its logo in July 2017 after the pedophile connection in the capital A was discovered by the public. This logo eerily resembles the boy lover symbol. It was used by the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation, set up by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in honor of his father. This logo was on the 2015-16 annual report. So, are we to believe that our political leaders simply enjoy pizza and sick art? Is that it? What is it with pizza anyway? Why is it so sexualized? What's with the Besta Pizza pedophile logo? Which, by the way, was quickly changed the moment Pizzagate became an item. Is it all just a coincidence that the Podesta emails revealed to the public by WikiLeaks in 2016 contain countless pizza-related words such as cheese, hot dogs, pasta, walnut sauce? When you actually know what those words mean, which is common knowledge in the sex industry, these emails suddenly become shocking.
Hey. Cheese pizza?
Yeah.
Where you heard about this?
The park.
You patrolling the park at this hour? Ain't nothing but junkies and tweakers. You ain't finna find no pussy out there. Definitely not no specialty pussy. You should just come to me from now on. That is, if you got the cash. Nah, man. I got something extra special in there. You gonna need to double that at the very least. She's worth it, my guy. Matter of fact, you should just turn back the way you came. Because once you say something this pure, this young, you'll be ruined.
How young?
Too young. Too sweet. And worth way more than one charging, so. Hold on, boss. There's a customer in there right now. I just heard him finish up, so he'll be out in a minute. Just hang out for a little bit. I like your money, man. You need meds? I got uppers, I got downers, I got high quality.
Not again, please.
Hillary deleted 33,000 emails for which she is currently scrutinized? Does that explain what Obama meant when he ordered $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizza flown in from Chicago to the White House in the middle of the night for a private party? Is that why Hillary emailed Obama warning him he needed to be more careful next time? The hot dogs can come, but if you make a spectacle out of it, that will be our downfall. And I think it would be wiser to restrict this activity to our predetermined locations. Really? For a few hot dogs? Isn't it weird that these security camera pictures of children lying on ping pong tables in the basement of Comet Ping Pong are shown on the walls upstairs? Who the hell is watching them? And why does their website have a super secured backdoor to a secret division where you can order pizza pictures for absurd prices? This screenshot was made public by a hacker. It's in low resolution, so I will read out loud what it says at the bottom. This month, we have 5 fresh pizzas for your enjoyment. We also have 4 surviving pizzas from last month's session. All are on sale at an extremely low price, as they are in poor health and not expected to survive. So a requirement is that you finish eating your pizza after your session. This month's special includes a 30% discount on severe torture. Each image below is available for $1,000 in fine print.
Probably used that face to get rid of the fuck you wanted, didn't you?
Trata 7 minutos, máximo.
Hello. Special offer. A cheese omelette available for the next 20 minutes. Do you want her?
Bitchute.
Yes. We'll let you know.
Yes?
Apologies for interrupting you, but we have special available right now. Very good price.
I know Bill Clinton's healer, the Brazilian John of God, was recently arrested for keeping sex slaves whom he made pregnant time and again. I know he admitted to selling the babies for thousands of dollars and killing the slave mothers after 10 years of giving birth. I know the main whistleblower in this case suddenly died a suspicious death, but come on, how could Bill Clinton have known? And I know he went to the private island of convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. I know he was on the passenger list 26 times, together with other sex offenders like Kevin Spacey, who was recently arrested for multiple rape accounts, among others with young boys. But that doesn't make Clinton a sex-raging animal, right? I know he was investigated for the rape of a young boy by Jenny Moore, a former police officer who informed the FBI and the Department for Homeland Security, after which he suddenly died in a hotel room. But that doesn't make Bill Clinton a murderer, does it? There are certain things I will not share with you here, simply because they are too horrific. Like this shower torture of a child by John Podesta. Search and find it for yourself if you like. I wish to wake people up, not traumatize them. The same goes for the red shoes. Do you want to know what they're made of? Do your own research. I'll give you a small hint. The tradition of red shoes for the elite goes all the way back to the Byzantine tradition when kings would wear them as symbols of bloody martyrdom. The video, by the way, was found on the confiscated laptop of Anthony Weiner, the ex-husband of Huma Abedin. It was stored together with thousands of other files in a folder called Life Insurance. Talk about blackmail. Weiner, by the way, was sentenced to serve 21 months in prison for sending sexual texts to a minor back in 2017. Let me give you one piece of advice. When the video of Hillary Clinton and her right hand, Huma Abedin, raping torturing, mutilating, and killing a little girl comes out in the open, do not watch it. You will not sleep again.
According to Occam's razor, Janet Osbard was murdered.
At Papa John's, we know you want real ingredients. No additives, no preservatives, and no child sex trafficking in the basement. Sorry, Democrats. You'll have to get your child sex pizza over at Hillary's Pizzeria. Papa John's. It's A-OK. Stop by with your coupon today.
So, if you're still eating Papa John's pizza at this point, I would have to conclude that either by laziness or severe apathy, you are complicit in this evil. For Brandish Productions, this is Daddy Brandish.